So I know in my past few talks about the book, I talked a lot about the religion aspect, but I'm not really going to focus on it in this segment of it because there's a lot more about the war going on and exactly how the citizens are feeling, and I really want to focus on that. So first off, the soldiers would always come by their house and search constantly, and I found that was very interesting, and it honestly causes a lot of anxiety. And that word I'm going to talk about a lot today, but a lot of anxiety was caused by this because the soldiers, you didn't know when the soldiers were coming, you didn't know what they were going to do to you. You are always in this constant fear that are they going to torture you? Are they going to kill you? There's so much people, citizens dying, and even people that she knew, like her teacher, was dying, or who actually got shot by the regime, even though he's so innocent. So you don't know what was going to happen on a daily basis when you're living in Syria at that time. So there's just a lot of anxiety going through everyone's mind when this is going on. And it honestly gave the girl in the book a lot of anxiety too, because she thought about getting tortured and what that would feel like and what other people are going through that she knew and loved. And it just made her sick and anxious because no one wants to get tortured, obviously, but it's just crazy how much anxiety and honestly mental health problems I'm sure these people are having because they don't know what predictability is going to happen. For example, I get anxious when I don't know what my day is when it's planned out, and that's just who I am. But that's obviously way worse for the people in Syria on a whole different level, and I just couldn't even imagine what they're going through mental health wise and how terrible it must be. And it kind of you didn't know. It kind of relates to the ISIS regime. You didn't really know what was going to happen, and if you said no to these people, they might kill you. You never know, so you just kind of have to go along with everything, and that's what the girl in the story did, as well as some of her family members. And she also talked about the difficulty of actually falling in love, which I found quite interesting. And this is because she would find men attractive. And she even talked about it early in the book when she was going through secondary school, how she started to find men attractive and how she found those school people attractive and even the teacher at one point. And now he's dead. And now that he's dead, she feels that she loves him even more, which is interesting because she can't fall in love with someone who's alive. Because if she falls in love with someone who's alive, the next day, that person might just be dead. And you never know that. So that she talked about the difficulty of the Syrians to be able to actually fall in love. And it makes sense because you don't know if they're going to be there tomorrow. So you don't want to put yourself through that depression and that terrible mental state. And I just think it's crazy how she falls in love with people who are dead more than people who are alive. And I never thought that was even a possibility.